Hello, good day everyone. Today's devotional is inspired by the work of Centerpoint's mission teams, serving the Tenderloin neighborhood of San Francisco through our local mission partner, City Impact. City Impact Church and its programs have been serving the immediate needs of the Tenderloin community with the love of Jesus and in His name for over 35 years in the areas of poverty, hunger, urban children, and community outreach. City Impact's mission statement is, "We exist to intervene on behalf of the people of the Tenderloin." And they do this by living out Jesus' commands found in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 12, verses 29 through 31, of loving God and love your neighbor. These are City Impact's core values. This idea to intervene particularly is practiced by City Impact's leaders, staff, and volunteers. Loving, serving the people and families living in the Tenderloin is the focus of today's devotional. What does it mean to intervene? When do we as followers of Christ intervene, and how do we do it in such a way that we are honoring God? I thought we would start with the definition of intervene, which means to come between so as to prevent or to alter a result or course of events. City Impact intervenes for the Tenderloin neighborhood and the people who live in this neighborhood by faithfully loving, praying, serving, and advocating for them every day, year in, year out. Many of the City Impact leaders, staff, and volunteers live in or near the Tenderloin neighborhood. So this community that they serve is their community where they live. The heart of City Impact leaders, staff, and volunteers is for Jesus, to serve in His name. They follow Jesus' example of intervening or interceding with love and care into the lives of the people and the communities that He ministered to. As described by Bible study tools, we find the spirit of intercession in the pleas of those who sought Christ's help for their friends, which He was always so quick to recognize. The centurion for his servant in Matthew 8:13, the friends of the paralytic in Matthew 9:2 through 6, the woman for her child, Matthew 15:28, the man for his epileptic son, Matthew 17:14 through 21. The Centerpoint mission teams that have served in the Tenderloin community with City Impact have learned firsthand the power of loving intervention for the people being served, as well as the commitment, sacrifice, and emotional cost of interceding. Our teams have brought these experiences back to our church, our neighborhoods, with the desire to love, pray for, intervene, and intercede for our communities. Prayer is the foundation of this work. It is God the Holy Spirit that gives us the direction, the perseverance, and strength to faithfully intervene, serving others and our communities. So often it seems there's little or nothing that we can do for someone who needs help. It is at times like these where prayer is the most effective, faithful way to intercede for someone. As Paul teaches in Romans chapter 8, verses 26 through 27, in the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weaknesses. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. And He searches our hearts, knows the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for God's people in accordance with the will of God. We have all had experiences in which we desperately want to help someone, but we do not know how, or maybe they reject our offers for help. This is a time for prayer, surrendering to God, and letting the Holy Spirit intercede for us as we intercede for the person in our heart. I encourage you, hold fast to Jesus and let the Holy Spirit, who dwells within you, fill you with His desire, His strength, and perseverance to intervene, intercede in prayer and service for your family, friends, communities in need. Thank you for listening. God bless you, your family, and your friends.